Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jake Odorizzi gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game. And that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a chance to win.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in Minneapolis. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound. So to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on. I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
Whit Merrifield comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Darryl Parker, you know what I see with him, Matt, he's basic. You know, he's a guy that calling balls on the corners is not really his strength. He's going to stay right in the middle. Fundamental Darryl. Here it is. That was a good pitch, good call. I'm going to be safe. That's him.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Salvador Perez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes. Jesse Hahn gets the ball for the Royals in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in? An ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Tell you what, Matt, they got a great pitcher going, so it takes the pressure off the offense. You know you don't need 5 or 6 runs to win a game. You just scrape out a couple, and he's going to make it stand up.
Jonathan Schoop comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning it.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fourth.
Digging in now, Nelson Cruz. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws. He certainly has.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. We played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Soler. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Jorge
into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kepler ranging back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Coming to the plate now, Lucas Duda, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. To his left, Sano, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Let's take a look at the Twins defensively, brought to you by Majestic.
Designated hitter.
And at second base, Jonathan Scope. Nobody has a better arm on the pivot than Jonathan Scope. I'll measure anybody with it. He's got a rocket.
Here's Chris Owings now. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Played on the backhand. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi has seen him go 3 for 9. He's taken him deep once. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
And prior to the 0-2, we'll move to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Line toward the gap in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 1. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Max
And a curveball to begin the at bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Royals are lined up defensively, brought to you by Majestic.
Batting six.
And behind the plate is Salvador Perez. He's one of the bigger catchers in the league. He stands about 6'4", 6'5", and took a lot of foul balls through the years off that face mask in his chest. Even changed how he was catching the ball. But I love him back there. Catch and throw and gun people down.
Miguel Sano stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's C.J. Cron now. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hit high in the air down the right field line. After it is Soler. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage on MLB Network. At the plate, Chesler Cuthbert. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Chesler Cuthbert.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Now the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready on 1-2. Fouled straight back. Now another 1-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting ninth. Shortstop.
Digging
Ramon
in the switch hitter,
Torres.
Ramon Torres. Now here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Rosario. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone
The
now.
batter number 6. Center fielder.
Digging in for his
Billy
second at-bat,
Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ground ball right side. Scooped up on the backhand. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Marwin
Sends that one out of
Gonzalez.
play for strike 1. Hit hard to short. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hamilton is under it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's Byron
Center
Buxton
fielder.
now. 0 for 1
Byron
for him here in this one.
Buxton.
Curveball that time, not even close. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it to the dirt and turn one over for you.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first
Now
for the
batting.
sure out.
Second baseman.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Scope. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
A curveball here, but he was waiting for it and sends it in the air to deep left field. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Whit
Leading off for
Merrifield.
Kansas City.
He'll try to get it
Second
going here to
baseman.
begin the fourth.
Whit Merrifield.
This is line to left. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Gonzalez for 1. On to first, and Perez grounds into a double play.
The right fielder, number 12. Jorge.
Trying to pick
Soler.
things up where he left off, Jorge Soler. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Low for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario comes into
Leading
this
off the
at-bat
fourth
0
for the
for 1
Twins.
in the ball game.
Left fielder, number 20.
In there, no balls and a strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look
Now
here.
batting.
Hard to tell if it was
Designated
fair or
hitter,
foul in real time,
Nelson
but you can see it
Cruz.
flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A two-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz, and the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he hit that ball like he was looking for it. Just really crushed that pitch.
Now batting.
Max Kepler,
Right
the
fielder,
next to grab a bat. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting. Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A tough sinker on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And it's grounded foul. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Settling in now, C.J. Cron. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting slugger Lucas Duda starts out the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If you hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Here's Chris Owings now. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first, a double play.
The left fielder, number 4.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
And that one right down Main Street. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Chesler Cuthbert is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. Nothing in 2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Marwin Gonzalez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
We're just not used to seeing him get nothing but base hits. Usually hitting the long ball. You look at that column, it says 2 hits. You're thinking they're extra base hits, but he'll take the singles.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
A pause and the 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Got him to go down swinging there. Jason Castro is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he jumps all over the breaking ball that time and drives it deep to left center field. It is away back there, and this one is out of here. So a two-run shot to left center as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0. Now that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season, and as Show Track tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure. Here's Jonathan Scope now.
Second baseman.
As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is hit sharply to the left side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that line drive there is the 7th hit of the game for the team, and it's early in this game. They aren't missing anything. They're not getting cheated, and they're not getting cheapies. They're putting on a laser show.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Eddie Rosario is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. From the belt, the pitch. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Nelson Cruz comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Hahn sets. Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled into the seats over from first.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Ramon Torres comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. To first. Crone takes it in, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 6, center fielder.
Digging in once again, Billy Hamilton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Takes a knee-high fastball.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter number
With
15,
Merrifield next to hit. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Scope on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Ready once again, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Right fielder.
Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Miguel Sano. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Up next,
here's C.J. Cron now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
C.J. Cron.
A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The batter number 9.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Eric Skowron enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 53, Eric Skowron.
Fouled back. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
13,
First pitch of the at-bat. Salvador Perez is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2. Here it comes. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Kepler's on his horse, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder number 12.
In is Jorge Soler. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Well, that curveball's on the outside half. You usually shoot it the other way, but he stayed with it. And because he got the barrel in the right place, he still got a base hit.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's Lucas Duda now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. Gonzalez for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Catcher.
And that misses for ball 1. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
A swing and a high drive to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Drew Storen comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Scope. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Ready for another shot now. Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll take first here on the intentional walk. So make it runners at the corners now with 2 away. Nelson Cruz will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Storen comes set. Here's the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kepler moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Alex Gordon is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Castro scoops it up onto first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Here now is Chesler Cuthbert, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Matt, this is one of those games that has that guy right there, his head scratching. He's trying to figure out, how do I get these guys going? We may see a team meeting to motivate them a little bit better.
Kepler is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Case. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield picks it up. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano. Lifetime against Drew Storen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Ball one. Here it comes. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. C.J. Cron. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come
through it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 4-0. Now in the box, Ramon Torres. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Rosario will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 6.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, that's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in, and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
Whit Merrifield next to hit as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Rosario. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
This is flared out towards second, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, that base hit inches them a little bit closer. Now they've got 2 runners on. You get one more guy on. You're down 4. You're looking for that grand slam to tie. The next guy gets on. It sets up for that big granny opportunity.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And now the Royals are down to their final strike. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games